Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, ScottDog. We're back. We're going to play some Football Manager. I haven't played Football Manager on stream ever before. We normally do a series on YouTube. So if you're new on Twitch and checking this out, head over to the YouTube channel. You'll see all of the first few games. We're not very far into the first season. Few things. I want to apologise for the pronunciation of some names. When I say some names, I mean all names apart from the English ones. Get used to it. What I will say, a massive shout out to Nerdinand, who's been a supporter of the channel for a very long time. Thank you, mate. Who's done this? I'm just going to play it. He did me a video of, and I hope he doesn't mind me playing this, of the pronunciation of every member of our team.
And here again, this is a weird one. I think this is also pronounced French because this accent on the E sort of gives it away. But again, I'm not really sure. And this is obviously not a German name. So I'm going to pronounce it like this. Marvin Pourier.
Marvin Pourier.
Röser.
Who'd have known? So there's Nerdy going through every team, every member of our team. And then he goes on to say every team name. Now, first off, I really appreciate it, right? I'm not going to say I don't because I really do appreciate it. But what I am going to say is even with that and me watching it just before I started streaming, I've pretty much forgotten everything you've said. So I apologize. So you're going to have to just get used to me murdering everyone's name, every team name. I should have started a game in England, let's be honest. But we're here now. They'll probably get rid of us soon enough. We can head back, right? Let's have a little look at what's happened since our first few games. So we're in a pretty good place. You can see we're second. We've been on a decline for the last however many years. When was this? This was 2010, right? 2010-11 we did okay, and then it all went a bit pear-shaped. And here we find ourselves in League 3. So we're gonna have to improve, and we have started pretty well. Let's have a little look at what we've been up to. Let's head over to the schedule and have a little look here. As you can see, we are currently sitting in second place, and we've played 3 more games, I think, since the last one. I think we did the 2 draws. Potentially we played this one on camera. I'm not sure. I can't quite recall. But it started very well in the pre-season. Obviously, our game against Dortmund in the Cup saw us get knocked out. We played pretty well, and then we got thumped at home. But since then, I'm pleased to say we haven't lost. Let's have a little look at we'll look at these 3 games, or these 3 games here. I think this one might have been on camera, but we'll watch these goals and just see how we got on. This has changed. Do I just press play? Is it going to show me the whole thing? What's it going to do? Can I just click on these and see the goal? I'm guessing so. Might take a little while to load. There we go. So there's Williams. Oh, with Chifchi. I've got that bit right. That's the one that I remember. Let's turn the sounds on. I turned it off while I was playing by myself, but we'll turn them back on. And we'll keep an eye on how good or bad it sounds. Let's go and have a little look at our next game, which was Rockstock. Lots of goals in here. I wonder if I'm going to press the play button. I don't know what this will do, but let's do it. Is it going to show us the whole game or just some of it? Or is there a way of seeing highlights? Who knows? So we're just keeping an eye on Chifchi here. Thumping it into that far corner. He's been very good for us. And then Pourier has stepped up to the plate in the last few weeks. He's started to show us what he's made of, really. Getting lots of highlights here as well. 20 minutes gone. There's Shad bursting in towards the byline. I guess we're going to have to see the whole game, which is a bit annoying. They're not a way just to see the goals, unless I just click on the time of each goal, I guess. Shad again, finding a lot of space on this right-hand side. Cross is blocked and cleared away once again. There's good old Redondo finding the byline. This time, Shad. Bosh, have some of that. Steps up and fires it into that far corner. Okay. I think the audio was a bit loud. I apologise. Right, there we go. Giving away a penalty. Our new signing, giving away that penalty. There's only 40 minutes gone in this game. Is it 2-1? It might be 2-1. There's Nartley, our new signing. And now we're into the second half. I have to say, Williams has been great for us so far this season. And if Pourier can step up and score more goals, then I'll be absolutely delighted. I say in the last few weeks he has made an improvement in his performances. The next game we'll play using just the goals, because you guys don't need to see this. Only I had the pleasure of sitting through this. We played pretty well, actually, to be fair. It's a bit disappointing that we conceded 2, in all honesty. There's Pourier again with a header into that bottom corner. I like that a lot. And there's the fourth. Fired home. And then I think we concede later on 85th minute. Do we concede again? I think we concede again. I think it's 4-1 at the moment. I'm not 100% sure. Cut inside and fired. I'm not sure what the keeper was doing. I will say that. I'm not sure what our keeper was doing at that point in time, but he does well to cut inside the defender and fire it home. And I think that's it. I think that's the end of the goals. 87th minute. Let's just see the rest of this out. Ooh, we should have had another right there. And then a corner in the 94th minute. I think they might come close right near the end here. I'm not 100% sure. Or maybe not. Maybe it might be the next game. Okay. So there's our win. Let's try and do the next one by just clicking on the highlights. Zwickau, which might be wrong. Let's click on just the goal. So as you can see, Pourier steps up with another couple. Our expected goals was through the roof in comparison to theirs. There he is out by the byline. Then he gets into some space and then squeezes it in the bottom corner again. I'm not 100% sure what the keeper's doing at that near post. I'm guessing there's a better way of just seeing these highlights with just the goals in. But there he is from outside the box as well, firing home. And we are on fire at this moment in time. Love it. Okay. So we've got a long way to go, obviously, for the rest of the season. So it's very much up in the air as to how we do. But we have played some of the bigger teams as well, I think, from what I can make out in the league. We've played these guys. We lost to these guys. I think we played Bayern. We haven't played Munich, 1860 Munich, I don't think. So let's go. I like that there's another derby in that league in terms of Bayern and 1860 Munich, be it the reserve team for one of them. And I think that's one thing that I wasn't sure about when we were looking at the league. I was like, what's this blue thing? I don't know. I still don't know. Let's have another look. Does it tell us where's the rules? Okay. So this must tell us where teams go up, right? Top 2 teams win promotion, and these guys are ineligible. So team in 3rd position qualifies via a playoff. So I must have just missed that last time. I don't really know how. So Bayern 2 won it last year, which means, I'm guessing means teams 2 and 3 went up and teams 4 went into a playoff. So this blue one is you're in a playoff if you go through. Rosser has picked up an injury, a tight hamstring. One of the things, actually, interestingly, I only found out by watching someone else stream. I've played this game for years, right? I've played this game for absolute years. I never knew that if you go into a team and you click on that team, and then you go to second team players, over here you can click on this and hold shift or control, and I don't know why I wouldn't know this. Go to report and get scouting reports, and your scout will go away and report on all of these people. What I used to do, let's go and pick a random team. So I'd go in and say, okay, these guys here, let's have a look at their under 19s. I'd sort it by value. They're all 0 and they haven't got any extra players. But then I would right click on each one. This is a terrible team to choose to highlight. Let's go to their normal team. Right, so I'd sort it by value. I'd say, okay, they're all worth nothing. I'd right click on it and go to report. And then I'd right click on the next one and go to report. I didn't realize that I could have just done this. I had no idea that was a thing. I don't know why. I use databases, spreadsheets, everything all day for a job. And it never even occurred to me that this being a database, I would be able to shift click. Such an idiot. Okay, we've also had our board performance. As you can see, our money's gone up a little bit, but then is slowly starting to come back down. But we've had our board performance. They've given us a B. They're very pleased. They're delighted with the finances to get rid of this fella out on loan. Sorry, nerdy. They're very pleased with our win at Wiesbaden. And they're very pleased with the atmosphere in the changing room, which is interesting, actually, because they're disappointed about our 0-0 draw with Bayern. They're disappointed with his recent performances, and they're disappointed with the finances here. They're also, I believe, from memory, they're a little bit worried about the with the kind of the feeling towards me in the dressing room. If we go over, that sounds wrong. If we go over here, where is it? Is it in here? I can't quite remember. Dynamics, this is the one. So as you can see, team cohesion is getting better, but there isn't a lot, right? So we're working on that as we go. The atmosphere is very good. That's because we've won lots of games in a row. However, you've got a strong reputation with a relationship with a number of the players. Your reputation is quite low because they don't know who we are. If you remember when we signed up for this gig, we are a manager with no real skills. Can we go on a coaching course? They're going to get back to us shortly. Yeah, so at this moment in time, we've got nothing going for us, and they hate us. So, we're reputation half a star. We're a Sunday league footballer. Just nothing of ilk. So we've really set ourselves a challenge here. It started okay. That's all I'd say. It has started okay. Our relationships with some of our players, pretty good in some of these, pretty terrible with others, and players at other clubs. But never mind. I think that's everything we need to look at. The only other thing I want to show you is, I can never remember where things are in this stupid game. Over here under club info, this is the one. We have now got a new affiliate, and as you can see here, that affiliate is Borussia Dortmund. So we can we're going to get 115k every year, but we're also going to be able to send players on loan, or they're going to be able to send players on loan to us. We're not going to have any obligation to play them, and they can be recalled, but it means we can get players on loan for nothing. Now, we've got a few things that we need to worry about a little bit. We've got a problem with the with the amount of players that we've got, if we go to our tactics and have a little look, you can see down here, players under 17 are not allowed to play. If the minimum number of players in the match squad cannot be met, spaces must be left on a substitutes bench. And this, a minimum of 4 under 23 domestic players in the squad born after. So we need to buy German. And you should buy German in a lot of cases, right? Especially cars. Not so much sausages. That being said, I did go to Oktoberfest, and I will say, after however many litres of beer, German sausage tasted lovely. That also sounds wrong. Right, okay, let's get on to our next game. They are not keen on sending me... what are you worried about? They're worried about me going on a qualification to get better at the job I'm doing because I might go to a bigger club. What are you talking about? I used to be a Sunday League manager. You mentalists. Okay. Right, so we're level on points at the top here. We're going to go and play... I'm going to put my arm around him and tell him he's been shit. I've given so much praise to Chifchi. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hold on for now. Okay. So I'm very much one of those managers that plays the same way regardless of who we're playing. I notice in the streams I've watched of other people, I've noticed there's a lot of tinkering going on. You know, a lot of, okay, this is the role that this guy's playing, but we want him to play something slightly different in this game against this team. You know, very much based on how big the team is that you're playing. I can't do that. I just like, this is the way we're playing. And as you can see, the big thing I do is set up different tactics for different scenarios during the game. That's the only thing I'll do. Hopefully we can counter if we're leading, but don't want to be so attacking, those sorts of things. But my tactic stays pretty much the same. You'll notice that the big thing between our defensive and attacking formation are the fullbacks, and then the midfielders drop back a little bit. The other thing that happens is these wingers change from inside wingers to one of them changes to a winger and one to an inside forward, just so we keep some width. That's about it. And then back to this one, we go pretty attacking again, but more balanced in possession, and hopefully a slightly quicker transition into the area, trying to win that ball back. But this one we're regrouping, whereas this one over here we're countering. So when we're trying to press and win the ball back high, that's the main difference between the stuff that we do. And then I let a lot of this stuff happen. I mean, if he wants me to change a deep line playmaker to a box-to-box midfielder, I may do it depending on the role, but I wouldn't go and trigger that. I mean, looking at their formation, I think getting people into the spaces is important here, because obviously they've got so many people back. So I think I am going to do it, because as you can see, their midfield looks like it's going to sit pretty deep. Hopefully he can get into gaps behind between the lines. We'll do that as well, and then I think we'll pass on these ones because we're going to make the changes over here. We're going to go and quick pick our changes. Everyone is back to fitness, which is nice. We've been playing Hallie in a role where he's had to really sort of push on with a returning to fitness, but I think we're good here. You'll notice that some of our subs are looking pretty worse for wear in terms of form, but aside from that, we've got a lot of injuries as well, people coming back. I think we're good to go though, so let's get started. Concerned about the team's significant change in mentality. Oh, have I gone defense? Hold on. Oh no, I've left the wrong one. We'll change that as soon as we can. Don't you worry about it, guys. We're going to get straight on it. I think I can do it here, right? Haha, we were just playing with you. How do I get back to the dressing room? I don't know if I do. Oh no. I don't know if I can give a team talk. Well, this is bad news, right? One thing I think I'm going to do at some point is go to short corners and kicks, because I've noticed that we get counted on a lot. Oh, okay, we can still do it. Come on in, boys. that was bad news. We've started them on the wrong foot. Let's just see how we go. I'm not sure who that ball down the line was to, in all honesty. Ritter with a free kick though. Ooh, whips it round the wall, but to nobody. Yeah, I've noticed we give the ball away a lot from throw-ins, although that may well have been patched. Oh, unlucky, Halley at the back post. Obviously, there's been a couple of updates since we started this, so, one thing that tends to happen early on in each release of Football Manager is that exploits gets found, and then they get sort of changed and tweaked, as you would expect. Unlucky Williams from the edge of the box there. So hopefully some of those things that we had noticed have been improved slightly. Yeah, I do wonder if we'd get better results from having short corners out here. There's Ritter, ball across. Oh, Redondo fires wide. Yeah, what tends to happen, and I don't tend to find those exploits. People find those exploits. I remember one year where you would score corners from crossing to near post corners, having one of your centre-backs running in pretty much every other time. I think last year we had one where if we took short throw-ins and had two people around, we'd score from throw-ins. It was so bad that it made me change taking short throw-ins to longer ones, just because we scored so many from having just more people forward than they had in defence. And that's the thing. It's you'll always find these little things. I think it's the most important thing is how we manage it rather than how the game manages it. If we find something that's ridiculous, we need to take a step back and say, do we want to play this way? Okay. I do also wonder, there's Ritter picking up the ball and heading into midfield. I do also wonder, oh, come on, boys, if at some point we should change the way we play. This is going to sound silly. If I was a Football Manager, I'm pretty sure, I'm sure it's kind of relevant to the plays you've got, but this is the formation and the tactic that I would want to play. That whole Jurgen Klopp thing, winning the ball back, chasing players down, and then if you don't win the ball back, being disciplined at the back and getting people in positions and ready to make it difficult for the opposition. But that quick counter-attacking style of football. But also what Liverpool have done over the years has changed a little bit. We've had a sighter the first time round, unlucky. What Liverpool have done in recent years, when Jurgen Klopp came in, if you watch any of those games, it was 100 mile an hour, constantly trying to win the ball back, but also trying to play forward real quickly. And what they've done over the last couple of years is not do that. They've pushed their defensive line higher up the pitch to make the pitch smaller. And they now have more and more possession of the football. A bit like we do. We just try and hold on to it and create a chance. Whereas in years gone by, they were just 100 mile an hour trying to create chances on the counter and with that. And I think they had to do that because of the players they had versus the players they've now got. But it's really quite interesting as to how that's changed. Okay. Okay. Why are you nervous? Let's get back out there. We've had so much of this game that it makes me think we're going to lose 1-0. But we've had a lot of the ball. We've had a lot of chances, although we haven't really created too many clear-cut chances. We have had a lot of shots. They haven't had a single shot yet. Come on, boys. Williams. Ooh, their keeper's having a bit of a blinder as well. Long ball. Oh. I wondered just for a second, I wonder if there was a chance of getting there. There wasn't. There's Redondo. Ball inside his arm. Ritter skips past the challenge. Looks for Halley. Halley's shot is straight to the keeper's arms. Dear oh dear, he's had a lot of chances. Please don't make me regret that, Kraus. Right. Shad throws it down to Ritter. Halley's in again. Poirier is in. It's a fantastic little finish. We got fortunate. The knockdown from, or the tackle from their defender put it right into the path. I hate it when that happens against us, but for us, I'm a slightly happier man. There it is, the challenge straight into his path. And Poirier, with his maybe 5th goal in 3 games, fires into that bottom corner. When we were well onside in both cases, I think. That one doesn't matter because it came from the defender. Look at this, putting us top of the league. Here comes Ritter with another free kick. Oh, there he is, losing the ball. We should be able to tidy this up at the back. Working the ball out wide. We're done well. There's Williams with the flick. I'm not sure it was entirely needed. The crowd is giving it the old Olays. We're playing some good football. Williams is going to pick that up again. And this is what I was talking about, the kind of Liverpool way of playing, and lots of other teams have done it. I'm just mentioning Liverpool because I'm a Liverpool fan. Lots of other teams have done it, but you'll see how high the whole team is pushed high up the pitch. And even if they clear it, it's just our players in that second line winning the ball back and looking for passes forward again. Ritter fires it home. I think it's time to make some changes. Let's bring you on for you. I thought you were saying that he'd been booked. Well, you're not? You were definitely telling me that he was booked, right? Maybe it wasn't saying booked. Maybe it is Williams that was telling me to change. Okay. There was a little nutmeg in there. Okay, come on, boys. 15 minutes to go. And this is what I was talking about. That was a good shot with that free kick, although it changes as we play. Getting back and getting the line set for the second, for them attacking. If we don't win the ball back straight away, kind of resetting and saying, right, we're going to be difficult to break down. We're not always difficult to break down. We do concede a lot of goals. But we score a fair few at this moment in time as well. So as long as that happens, I don't mind. And we're not managing to get the ball off Muller. They're in. Saved by the keeper. And he was offside. Oh, this time they are in and Berger has scored. We probably should have gone defensive a little bit earlier than this. I'm going to go counter, I think. From a set piece, we should have done better. Who was this? Narty didn't even jump, look. Just watch him. He's tracking the man, and then he's not interested. He puts his arm up, not interested in the header. Okay, 10 minutes to go, boys. Let's not let this slip. Oh no. Oh, there we go. They're throwing the ball to us. I can handle those throw-ins. There we go, ball out wide. That ball has been on all game. Ooh. Going to go defensive and hope that it isn't too late. Well in, good challenge. Oh, gold. I thought he'd played that perfectly into their path. Do not lose it there, boys. We've lost it there, would you believe? Shad is in to see it clear, though. 5 minutes to go. Oh, man, we've lost him. No. Oh, who's not picking up that man at the near post? Oh, it didn't come to anything nice. Okay. Last few seconds. Ball played into the box. Blow the whistle, ref. Please blow the whistle, ref. We had a lot of people back, but they are countering pretty quickly and pretty directly. Ref, blow the whistle. Come on. Ref. Thank you. Jeez. I like that there's never a handshake between the managers. It wouldn't have been too difficult to put in a handshake, but nope, we're not interested in that. The boys did well. Let's. I mean, I think we did well, right? I don't think there's anything to say that we didn't do well. Let's use this just to make sure Ritter's upset. Make sure that we're focusing, and we currently sit top of the league. Who'd have thought? Okay. I thought Colm were winning. Yeah, they won 3-0. So it was these guys who we were level, right? They must have drawn. Here we go. Yeah, so there's them drawing. How did Bayern get on? Did they not play? No. Okay, good. We're trying to do more press conferences. We are trying. So let's go and attend this press conference. Let's start it. Okay. Do you feel that your ambitions for the club are matched by director? I do. Yes. The result takes you top of the league. You must be pleased with that. It gives us a platform to build on. Okay, seems fine. Dallingwood's picked up a yellow card. Taking his tally to 5. Does that concern you? It's the role he plays. Okay, Ritter was outstanding today. He inspired. Do you feel have the upper hand over Thomas, him, when it comes to mind games? I don't really want to discuss that. Not really that interested. I think the press conference went fine. Great. I appreciate it. Let's leave the press conference. Great. Make it 9 unbeaten. Things are going well. Things are going well. Still got time to change. It's still got a lot of time to change. Interestingly, can we go back to this one? I took a picture using my webcam for my face, right, for this game. The hair's not mine. Mine's disappearing quicker than that. But I took a picture, but I didn't take my glasses off. So if we ever get a close-up, you'll see that my glasses are on my face, and then there's computer glasses on top of my model of my eyes. So that made me chuckle quite a bit. Anyway, Williams is going to get one. Yeah, he gets a fine. You know, what can we do? I like the fact that we go out and say, it's just the way he plays. What do you want us to do? And then we fine him for getting those yellow cards. I'm sure he's not worried about a one day fine. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to play Halashare, probably. 10 games in. We're what? Probably how many teams in the league? Oh, that's not what I wanted. We are 10 games in, 20 teams in the league, so we're getting there slowly. One thing I haven't spoken about is this: our recruitment team and our couching team, our coaching team, and all the rest of those things. Let's have a little look at some of the players that you've got. You'll notice that we've got a couple of managers in here, but the ones that I'm interested in talking about are this isn't what I wanted to see. Is it easier to go here? It's probably easier to go here, right? I find this is the easiest place to look. So you'll notice that Danny Kadamateri's name appeared and Dennis Lawrence's name appeared, and the reason for that is because they are our coaches. We brought them in. We sent them on language courses, so hopefully they're going to get better. The goalkeeping coach's workload is high. Okay, is that so? Very heavy over here. So you're working on that. So that puts them both to very heavy. Have we got any who are doing? This is the thing. Choosing it. It's not going to help our goalkeepers, right? But let's just do that, just to take away a little bit from the workload. Okay, let's keep going. I do like to do that myself. When we get better coaches, I like to pick that myself. So we've got the highest star rating in each one. But for the time being, our coaches are so poor. I don't think it really matters. I don't think we're going to change the way we're training at the moment. I think we're going to keep doing what we're doing, keep learning some tiki-taka and see what goes on, whilst we're still getting accustomed to our tactics. So I don't think we'll change that much. Okay, Ryder's been injured out for 1 to 3 days, so he should hopefully be back before our next game. And then we've got 2 games in very quick succession. Okay, let's keep going. I think, did we go in? No, it was a sports scientist we went and got. I don't know if I need a technical director. I don't really know what a technical director would do. Is there any way of seeing what a technical director does? How do I know what they actually do? You know, what would the benefit of having a technical director actually mean? How do I see such a thing? I mean, I'm concerned that by having more of these people, like I guess the age-old argument of a director of football, that you bring in a director of football and he takes some of the management of things like transfers away from the manager. But I like to be quite hands-on. You'll notice that one of the things you don't often see in the YouTube series that I've done is this stuff. I tend to do a lot of scouting and get a lot of people on the books to really be able to pinpoint the players that we're buying. You know, and as you can see, it's not just the scouting them once. I wonder if we can find other examples of this. When you first scout them, you maybe get to like 10%, 14%. I like to get pretty high percentages where I can to be sure. I mean, we're only going to be as accurate as good as our scouts are. And this is our director of football here, and as you can see, his judging of players is pretty good. So we should be pretty sure that this person is going to be a potential League 3 player. We're not interested in that. We're in League 3. We want potential League 2 players, really. But again, this one here, you'll notice, is only 29%. Do we want to keep scouting or not? We're currently saying he's got the potential to be this. I think we should keep going just to see if it improves in any way, shape or form. But that's kind of what we do in the background, and I've kind of cut those things out of the YouTube series because no one wants to see me look at scouting reports. But obviously on the stream, you guys will get to see it, and on the videos that go out, I think we'll start leaving some of this stuff in and going from there.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching ScottDogGaming. Don't forget to follow on Twitch and Twitter, and head over to YouTube for daily content. See you again soon.